Hi everyone and welcome. I just want to talk a little bit today about something that I found was very helpful in my own healing journey. It is something that you can build some rituals around, and you can incorporate essential oils into that if that's something that you're interested in, just to kind of support yourself in that. But it is something that you can also do without any sort of essential oil or anything else. Actually, when I first discovered the power of this, it was well before I'd ever started using essential oils. But what I want to talk to you today about is negative emotions, particularly bitterness or unforgiveness, and how I think that can really hamper your ability or your body's ability to heal. And how I kind of discovered this, I read a book while I was at the most difficult part of my illness, and the book is The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. Tells about her life in Holland before World War II and her family's resistance activities, and then how they were eventually betrayed and were arrested and sent to a concentration camp. And at the back of this particular edition of the book I read, it had some different questions for personal reflection. And one of those was just about forgiving anybody in your own life, or anybody that you have any bitterness or unforgiveness about. It asked you to think about that and list those people. And up to that point, I really hadn't realized that there were any of those emotions that I was harboring, but I did realize kind of through this um, reading the story of this other woman, and then reflecting on my own life, that I was holding on to some bitterness towards some people, and I hadn't realized that. And writing down those names and choosing to forgive was really powerful, and I really felt that it did make a huge step forward in my healing. I hadn't realized that I was holding on to those negative emotions. And for me, one thing that has been really, really helpful with that is to pray for those people. I wrote them down and began to pray for anyone I realized I was holding those feelings toward, and that has been really, really beneficial in helping me to move forward and to forgive. And actually, with some of those relationships, they've been really restored or improved and blessed beyond what I would ever have imagined. So really grateful for what that book did in my life. But since then, of course, I mean, we're humans and we hurt each other, and there have been further instances where I've realized I really need to forgive somebody. And so one of the ways I can incorporate the essential oils into that I might be realizing I'm feeling negatively towards someone, and I'm kind of holding that. And this is one of the oils I like to use. This is Peace and Calming. And I might just inhale that while acknowledging my feelings, and then choosing that I'm going to forgive and I'm going to let go, and I'm going to pray for whatever that is. This has also been really important for me in forgiving myself, because I also am human, and there's been people that have hurt with in my own life, and sometimes we're able to apologize and we're able to make amends there, but there's been times back in my life where I know I did something I didn't mean to hurt somebody, but I did, and it's been really hard for me to forgive myself, especially in those circumstances where there's no way that I can get in touch with that person, or I'm not sure where they are or where they might be. And so just forgiving myself has been a huge thing too. Um, Now, Young Living actually has a forgiveness essential oil blend, and they say it has an aroma that supports the ability to forgive yourself and others while letting go of negative emotions, an important part of personal growth. I actually haven't tried that blend yet. There's just so many oils, and that's not one that I've been able to try yet. But like I said, I do like the peace and calming. That's one to help with supporting supporting my emotional health and releasing those things, letting them go. But like I said, you can do this without that component, or even I really like the smell of coffee in the morning. Now, I know that's a stimulant, but maybe the aroma. Maybe you have your coffee, and you inhale that, and you choose to let go of these things that might be holding you back and could possibly be contributing to health issues. So that's just my challenge for this week is if you identify any of that you're holding in your life, let it go. So thanks for watching and have a great week, and I will talk to you next time.